Hello my lovelies, today I wanted to share some outfit ideas for the maxi skirt. This is a piece I have become obsessed with over the past year. About a year ago I bought my first one. I have been kind of scared of wearing these skirts because I am on the shorter side. I feel like they're just difficult to style, but truly they're not that difficult, and I think they are really fantastic because you can layer a lot on top of them to make them more suitable for colder weather, but they're obviously also great for when it gets a little bit warmer. So I wanted to share a few different styling ideas, and I have a few different skirts, so I'm gonna put together some outfits with the skirts that I have. So the one I bought a year ago is from Arket, and as you can see this is not super shiny, which is one of the reasons I really love it. I think in the past I've tried to kind of make these skirts work. First of all, they have been polyester, which is very uncomfortable to wear, which already kind of made me not want to wear them, but they've also been very shiny, and that just really limits kind of your styling potential for the skirt. I mean, it obviously looks amazing, but I feel like it also kind of tends to pull all the outfits into something very dressy. So when you have more of that matte or semi sheen to the skirts, it's much easier to wear them for more casual occasions as well. And I also love them because they are just so incredibly comfortable. Whenever I wear these skirts, I feel like I'm kind of not wearing anything. One thing I would really recommend, as always, is to look at the fabric composition. So I did mention I have worn these types of skirts before, and they have been in polyester, and it just is so uncomfortable. It feels clammy immediately, and also as we're moving into the warmer months, you really don't want polyester to make you feel more clammy. If you're going for a satin skirt like this, the fabric is typically silk, viscose or polyester. Silk is obviously beautiful, comfortable and very luxurious. It's also quite expensive. Viscose does wrinkle a little bit, but it's incredibly breathable and comfortable to wear. I think it is beautiful, and it's not as expensive as silk, so I think that is a great option. Just check the little label inside to see what it is made out of. One of the best things about these is that you can dress them up or down, and you can layer on or off. Does that even make sense? I'm not sure, but hopefully you will see through these outfit ideas that there are lots of options. So let's get to it. For the first outfit, I wanted to do something quite casual, and I'm starting out with this skirt right here. This is the type of outfit that I wore a lot last year, and it's just super easy to pull on, and a little bit of accessories can really pull this outfit together so it doesn't look too plain or boring. But even then, the skirt itself is kind of making a little bit more of a statement, so if you're pairing it with otherwise boring essentials, it still looks pulled together and a little bit more interesting. So I paired it here with my Veja sneakers. I really love these, and I think a pair of white sneakers is a really chic way of staying casual with this type of skirt. And I really think you can play around with the proportions of the t-shirt. You can have something oversized or something more fitted, because the skirt itself doesn't have too much volume or is too fitted. I feel like it's quite versatile in what type of top you can pair with it. I also wanted to show this layered with a blazer. I do use a blazer as a layering piece quite often, both in this video and also just in my life in general. So even for the more casual outfits, I think a blazer is a fantastic way of kind of polishing off this type of outfit. And then it really is up to you what you do with your accessories. If you choose a pair of heels instead of sneakers, it will be obviously a little bit more dressy. Switching out from something quite casual to something a little bit more dressy. This is obviously not something I will wear out right now, but pairing this skirt with a scarf top, and this is a literal scarf, I would probably choose something a little bit larger. As you can see, this is just about large enough to work as a scarf top, but something that has a little bit more room is probably going to be more comfortable. And I've kind of just tied it and fasten it to my chain necklace. Super easy, but obviously if you have a scarf top that is an actual top, you can definitely use that as well. Anything that is a little bit more dressed up, I think these skirts obviously work so well. Even though this skirt isn't one of those super shiny dressy ones, it's still fairly easy to dress it up. And staying with outfits that are a little bit more dressed up, I wanted to show you something with a crop top, and I just grabbed the one I had that was black because I wanted to do this monochromatic, and I think there are lots of different options here. I just wanted something quite simple. You can do even something like a bralette, or you can do a plain vest depending on how much skin you want to show really, and then just layering on the accessories, so a chunky necklace and a pair of heels and a little bit more of a dressy handbag. This is something that is dressed up but still really kind of comfortable to wear for going out at night. Now switching gears a little bit, I wanted to pair this skirt with some knitwear as well, because that is something I do a lot during the colder half of the year, and I paired it here with a really nice and cozy cardigan. And as I talked about with the t-shirt, I think this skirt is fantastic because you do have options when it comes to the silhouette of the top. So you can go for a much thinner and slim fit cardigan if you want, especially if it's a little bit warmer, but if it's a little bit cooler you can also go for knitwear that is much chunkier than this. I just really love this one because the tones work so well together, and I love just the buttons and the kind of Chanel vibe of this cardigan, so I really wanted to pair it with that. This is something I have worn during the winter time, and then I will pair it with some black accessories, but you can do brown, you can do whatever. I just wanted to kind of keep this look quite minimal and monochromatic really, since it's white and black. Now let's do an outfit with this skirt right here. This color is so beautiful. It just goes so well with all of my other neutrals, and this one I wanted to again do something casual, and I wanted to also show you a top that is more oversized. So I have this sweatshirt that I've had for quite a long time at this point, but I really think it is fantastic because it's not necessarily the two types of garments you would immediately think to pair together, but they're so comfortable, and I feel so much more dressed up and put together than if I put on the same sweatshirt and a pair of sweatpants. So it is one of my favorite hacks to staying super comfortable and still not really put that much thought into getting dressed. And obviously I kept my sneakers to stay with the casual vibe. This is definitely something I would throw on to run errands. Next I wanted to do a monochromatic outfit, and because it's one of my favorite ways of getting dressed just in general, I couldn't stop at just one outfit. So first of all, let's take a look at the black one. I'm just keeping the black top from before. It's the same outfit base, just layered with a black blazer. I was just being lazy. I didn't really want to dig out another black top, but I think what really works with this outfit is the fact that the skirt has a different texture than both the blazer and the top. So that is kind of the only thing I would keep in mind, because if everything is in the same fabric or the same material, it's not necessarily that it doesn't work, but you just have to work a little bit harder through the accessories. As you can see here, also the handbag has a different texture where it's much more shiny, and it has kind of like more noticeable gold hardware, and it's just adding a little bit of interest to the outfit, which I think is key when it comes to all black outfits. The other natural option here is obviously to go with the beige tones, so I wanted to show you this outfit, how well it works with all of these other neutrals. And then I just have a crop top, and I really think you could just wear this crop top and the skirt as a monochromatic outfit. Just kind of again think about the accessories to not make it look too flat. But I also wanted to layer this with a blazer in the same tone, and again I really love this one. Even though I don't feel like I have to work as hard for it in this kind of color, I definitely think the difference in texture also really makes this outfit a little bit more interesting, especially pairing this linen blazer with the satin skirt. And this obviously works if you're not going for monochromatic outfits as well. It's just such a, I'm not gonna say easy because it's not the easiest thing to kind of just pull out a different textured item out of thin air, but I do think it is very effective in making your outfits a little bit or a lot more interesting. I wanted to add just a little bit of contrast to my outfits. I feel especially with my coloring, it might not apply to you, but I do like for my lighter outfits to have even just one item of a darker color. So I did that through the accessories. I think it also looks fantastic to layer a blazer over these skirts and then also add a belt to that blazer. And this is obviously not a completely different outfit, but it's a different way of styling the same outfit. Now I have a couple of outfits with a striped shirt, and this is something I wore a lot last year. So first let's do the black skirt and a striped blue and white shirt. I love this as something that is a little bit more polished, but then you can kind kind of play around with how you style a shirt, whether you want it a little bit more dressy or if you want it more casual. So you can see I have kind of half tucked the shirt into this skirt, and I know it's very controversial. Some people hate it, some people love it, but I think for me it just kind of balances out the proportions a little bit. Otherwise I would definitely just cut some of this shirt off and make it a lot shorter, and that could work as well, especially if you don't want to tuck it. Just don't try to tuck too much into this skirt because it will show and it will look bumpy and it will just look awful. Don't do that, just go for something else instead. But this is definitely an outfit formula I have worn a lot, and I did this a lot with linen shirts last summer as well. The other version here is with a shirt that is a little bit more fitted, and you can see I still kind of tie it in the waist so it doesn't get stuffed into the skirt, because it never looks good with fabric that is kind of so close to the body and so thin. It just doesn't work, so I still had to kind of just tie it. What I did is I just loop it through my shirt like this on each side, under and over, and I just pull. A little bit more kind of thought goes into it than this, but that is the basic idea of it. Again, you could just crop it at wherever you want it. I don't necessarily think you need to have it like in the waist, but I wanted to have a bit more of a dressy handbag here, so I just went for this tweed and pearl handbag. I have the same sandal mules and a pair of sunglasses. The next piece I wanted to pair with one of these skirts is a leather jacket, and I think this would work for all of the skirts, any of the skirts. It just is such a fantastic fun layering piece. To keep this outfit more on the casual side, I paired it again with my t-shirt and my white sneakers, but this is much more about the contrast of the leather jacket and the satin skirt. Obviously I love the contrast of the textures. The leather jacket feels a lot more cool, whereas the skirt is a lot more feminine, and I just love those types of outfits where you can kind of pair these different styles into one outfit that still really works. And you can really use the accessories to push this outfit more casual or dressy as you want. There are so many ways to build on this outfit, but let's move on to the very last. And the last styling idea I wanted to share, because I could be here forever talking about these skirts. It's kind of a different take on the monochromatic outfit, and I think this is great perhaps if you don't have enough items to kind of make a full monochromatic outfit, or if you feel like it's a little bit much, if you feel like it doesn't have enough contrast for you within the outfit. I really love the idea of a contrasting layering piece, so you keep the base completely monochromatic or close to monochromatic, and then you just have a layering piece. Obviously I have this black outfit as a base. We've seen this a lot now, so I don't feel like I need to talk too much about it, but I really like the look of just a different colored blazer over, so this light blazer, especially if you feel like an all black outfit is a little bit too heavy, or if it doesn't really fit the season to your feeling, then I think that a lighter color blazer is really great to kind of brighten up the outfit, and it's also allowed to kind of stand out. But I also love the opposite effect with this light skirt, and I didn't have a top that matched it exactly, so I just went with this white crochet top. Definitely an outfit that I will wear for summer, just even without the blazer, because I love crochet for summer, and it's just, again, such a beautiful contrasting texture. But I also just really love the way a darker layering piece is on top of that, and you could do the leather jacket from before, but I do really love my blazers with the skirts just in general, really. So I think we're gonna end the video there. Hopefully if you also have one of these skirts, you got some outfit ideas, some inspiration. I really love doing these videos where I take one piece and I style it in lots of different ways, so I'll link a playlist I have if you want to see more videos like this. Do let me know if you have any questions or any other piece you would like to see styled. I hope you are having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you very shortly in the next video. Bye!